Hey everyone, my name is Mason Shipman and I'm the Director of Marketing on Knights of the Old Republic. I'm currently editing this video right now, but unfortunately I was out last week, so I had to put our middle schoolers to the test. They had to run interviews, gather B-roll, edit photos. I'm super proud of them and what they created for this week's episode, so let's see what they made.
I am Addie. I am a rising senior, class of 26, and I'm the art director. So, some challenges that I faced while making the costumes, putting the set together, is the time crunch. So, as much as we come early to get ready to get Mila in her blue paint and to get the set and props ready, get the actors in costume, time is not always on our side when we're in art. So, you know, it's hard when you only have 8 hours to get lots and lots done. So, my personal favorite thing about the art department is just how cool and how vast all of our costumes are. They're definitely one of my favorite things, especially since I got to design some of them, and it's just super, super cool. So, what we do with the art from the video game is we try our best to do one to one with whatever the video game has for us. Granted, it was made in the early 2000s, so the graphics aren't complete 4K, so we try to do our best to translate what we see in the game from the to the camera. And some of the things that we do, we can't completely replicate, so we just try our best, or we can take creative liberties with some things, such as the Black Bulkers, which I was able to design a costume for. We didn't quite do completely what the video game gave us, but we just took some awesome creative liberties. So my favorite costume or set that I helped design would probably be the Black Vulkars. As I said before, I got to design the costumes for those. I made the concept art, and that's in the art deck, which we made for the Christy, the production designer, and everybody else who's on art. And I love doing the makeup for it, so that's also my job, is the makeup artist. And I got to put horns on the Black Vulkars, got to put everybody in masks, do some super cool prosthetic pieces. So that's probably my favorite part, is doing even though it's tedious and takes a little bit, I love doing the makeup. So my biggest motivation for this film is that it will be a showcase of what I can do as an artist and how well I work with these amazing people at Studio 70. And it will just be a great show to the professors at colleges to show what I can do, what my capabilities are. So this will definitely help showcase who I am and what I can do for colleges.
My name's Chase Ritter. I'm a sophomore in college, and I'm the camera team lead / camera operator. So yeah, this is definitely our youngest crew so far. I started with Studio 70 when I was 14 years old, so I'm used to having people older than me on set. So it's definitely new, and yeah, we have a great crew so far. Everybody's super competent, and I think our training has gotten a lot better since I started. So yeah, everybody's a little more comfortable working on this, and everyone seems really invested in the set, so I'm happy. Yeah, the hardest thing with camera is definitely balancing the weight of the camera. Whenever we're super low to the ground and I'm looking up, the all of the weight is on the handle of the camera. So it takes a lot of effort to move even a little bit, and that makes it kind of shaky or like jerky almost whenever I have to move anything. So that's probably the shot that gets messed up the most when I'm on camera, is the stuff where we're looking up. Yeah, I think I look up most to probably Mr. Perenni, just because he's, I've known him for 4 years, and I've always looked up to him. Mr. King and Mr. Appleby have both been lifesavers on this set, because we're working with equipment that I haven't really worked with before. A lot of it's new, and a lot of it's come in since the last time I was on camera. So yeah, I'm always going to them for help. It's definitely nicer being inside using the LED wall. Last summer was a little rough with the mosquitoes and the Florida heat. So the AC is nice. This is the first time that we've been in the studio this much, and it's gone really well so far. We haven't had to turn off the AC due to the smoke, which we usually have to. And yeah, it's nicer for the actors. it's nice being on a set at a explicitly Christian school and being surrounded by mostly Christians, because there are expectations that you'll treat people with kindness and respect that sometimes doesn't come through if you were on some other film sets. So that's definitely super helpful. I think the biggest thing for me is just trying to treat people with compassion, and like when somebody makes a mistake, thinking about how I made mistakes that day. And then also, since we have the verse of the day in the middle of the day, it's a nice reminder. It helps get us refreshed, and it gives us some things to think about, some things to implement, and how we can work on set.
My name is Max McCabe. I'm going to my senior year, and I'm the assistant director on this film. Genuinely, my biggest problem with filmmaking has probably been, I have this idea, but I'm not pursuing it because, someone probably has a better idea than me. But sometimes you just have to be confident in yourself and have that initiative to, okay, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put my idea out there. And even if that idea is not the best, you can accept that failure and build on it. If I had to give any advice to my first film year self, I would say take more initiative and just make sure when I have an idea to actually push it out there and not just be like, someone has a better idea than me. And just if that idea isn't built up enough, to be able to accept that failure and build up on it more.
What's it like working with middle schoolers?
It's definitely a challenging experience because you go into it, doing summer film, usually working with high schoolers all year, like as you're in film 2 and film 3. But when you're working with middle schoolers, it's kind of a change of pace because they have more energy and then they don't know as much. So you have to, most of my time has more been directed towards helping them learn and helping them figure out what they can do better instead of, they already know what to do, I'm just gonna let them do them. Because these kids have not done this before and it's their first time doing it. So why would I let them just try and figure out themselves when I have the experience to help them be better?
My name is Josiah Silva. I'm going into the 8th grade, and on the set, I do a little bit of everything, so I help with BTS and help with sound.
My name is Aiden. I'm going into 8th grade, and I help with the sound, help with Dolly, and I help with BTS.
The hardest challenge has probably been like doing stuff on time and doing it well, because this is a movie production, so like you can't be like slacking. You gotta be on time to everything, and you gotta really give your best effort because they need you to be perfect. Yeah, so really whatever the fans want, that's what we'll execute, and like since they're the target audience, whatever they want, we'll provide it. If they want more of this, then we'll shoot more of that. But yeah, that's about it.
During BTS this past week, you really have to know like when the right shot is, and you have to know how to get that right shot, and you have to know that like taking the shot in the right moment could achieve success.